Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're just gonna go through some fun little new things that I've gotten lately because I really go long periods of time without getting anything at all, and then sometimes I just get these little like spurts of energy. So right now I have my little office tools bag that pretty much, this has become like my Bible bag really. I'm trying to like read through the Bible right now in chronological order, and I'm using a lot of these. I had bought them all. I've probably got a video on it, I think, of like all the highlighters and pens that I bought. I put on Instagram yesterday, I think I called these Sharpie ones. They're actually Papermate. I'm not super thrilled with these. I thought that I would love them because I felt like I'd seen so many people using them, but I feel like they skip a lot. Like I'll write and then I thought it was maybe just the paper I was using. I don't know. They skip a lot. They skip almost as much as like my Dollar Tree ones skip. And I'm pretty upset that those skip too. So I'm like, maybe I should just stop trying new pens, but then I didn't. I bought new pens. So I'll show you those in a minute because I don't know if I'm going to just take these ones out or start like creating new spaces somewhere on my mess of a desk to put things, but that's why this is here. So we'll tuck it out of the way here for a second as we slowly clean and show things. So this is my little like cash binder, and I am going to try and really get back into cash budgeting again. I think kind of what stopped me was that I didn't have any more of these, and I kind of ran out of little categories because I didn't have enough of these. So I started filling some of these in just from the back. So I ended up getting these. These are like, there was a 20 pouch pack for less than $10, I think, on Amazon. So I have that, and I'm gonna use this cash binder as just like all of my long-term, like I'm doing my little savings challenges here, but all of my like long-term things that I don't really need, they're all empty right now, obviously, all the time with me. So just like the this one is like self-care items, I guess, like hair. If I get my hair cut, it's all cash. If I were to ever go get my nails done or take my girls makeup when I need my makeup, medicine, if we need more like Dayquil and birthday gift, kids, all this stuff. So a ton of random stuff in here. That's what I have for like my big cash envelope. I can put that at the bottom. I have a ton of little what are those, these things. I have a ton of like these little ones left over because I have so many of them. So these are just like all of my extra random things, but I have so many of these like tucked away under my desk, which is where I'm putting those because I'm not going to be stuffing until payday anyways. So your girl is Rizzoke. Okay, so this is my little Saffiano personal planner. And I think I just had this kind of like set up as just like a notebook because I had just a ton of random notes pages in here, whatever you want to call it. And I think I might try and set this up, how I have set it up, to be like a little budget binder to take with me on the go. So I've been using my Louis Vuitton, what is it, like the bigger Speedy, what is it, like the 30 or the 35? Not the little one, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. I've been using that purse, and I thought even with using a purse that has like a smaller opening like that, I could still slide something really thin like this in there. And I think that it could work. So really what I have just in here is, my first section is random things that I like come to mind, to-do list type things that this all has to do with just like finances is going to go there. This is a little like grocery meal plan section, possibly, if this all works out. This was kind of what I had in mind for the week, and I was just really writing things next to it of like big things that were happening that day, which would deter what I was going to do for dinner, or like pivot what I was going to do for dinner that day. So clearly I haven't kept up with it, so we'll just see how well that's going. And then a little grocery section, and that's really it. This one is just notes, little things that I either read from articles I see or I hear while I'm on YouTube. And then I also have wish lists in here. These are really long-term random things that I can always be on the lookout for. I haven't really updated or touched any of those in many, many months. So this is just like a catch-all section. Obviously, it's the biggest section. It's just catch-all. And then I thought if I were to take any cash envelopes ever with me, that the only ones I really need out and about with me are groceries, household items, gas, and out to eat. My daughter came in, and I just realized that I had all of these just like all over the desk. So that's gross. Anyways, these were just recipes, things like that. Obviously, there's only one. This is very much so a work in progress, but I just thought that this could be fun. It could be something I try and test the waters with, taking out and about with me. It could kind of give me that ring fix that I've been wanting, and it could be somewhat useful. So we'll see. We will see how that actually even works out. So, yeah. The other day I went to Staples, and I've been wanting to open this on camera, but then I just couldn't wait any longer, and I was like, well, that's silly that you're waiting. So I've been waiting at least to just pop this seal until I've been on camera so I could show you what this is. So it's called Organized by Happy Planner, and it's the dashboard layout. So I'm not very well versed in disc-bound Happy Planner type stuff, but it says dashboard layout, and it looks very Happy Planner-y. Obviously, it's like made by them. So it's really just like a Happy Planner, but without the discs. And I think that's so cool. That's so rad. So this one is 12 months, July to June, obviously like an academic-y type planner. What I really like is that when you open it up, there's just like cohesion. It's kind of orange, and then it's pink, and then it's pink, and then it's bright, and it's bright. It's just very cute. So we'll see what happens with this. It was $12.99, and I thought to myself, like, I got into the car, and I was like, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to go take it back. Next time I'm in the area, I'm going to take it back. And then I thought, like, just use it. Because something about it, I keep getting more and more excited the more I touched it. So we just kept it, and we wrote in it. So I put a lot of stuff down for September already, and then I planned out next week. As far as like what I have going on right now, I wanted to try and just use like highlighter and pen in here and not stickers. So we'll see. We'll see if it ends up being something I just take to and from work. I don't know, because that's kind of what my massive planner I was using for was like to go to and from work. But it was $12.99, guys. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say. It was really cute, and each one, like I said, it's a Happy Planner design, and I always loved the Happy Planner designs because they're just like so. They have a style. Every single little chunk has a style, and it just all looks really good together. So I did it. Whatever. All the way to June. And then there are these little contact sheets in the back, just the one, but there's these notes pages. There's, I don't know how many, not a ton of them, but enough for you to like put a few things, whether you wanted to put like monthly bills, grocery list items that you always want on hand, I don't know, details for your kid's school per kid or something. There's like just enough to do the bare minimum, and that's really it. But it's very cute. It's organized by Happy Planner, and we'll just see what happens with it. I'm not intending on using any of these. If you see one I'm missing, it's because my kids messed with me and took it off. Because I could see them looking at this and saying, oh, that's so cute, and like peeling them off to use them. So mark my words, if you see one taken off, it's one of my kids. So we have that for September. And again, it's just very, very cute. I wanted to just be kind of fun and playful and colorful and bright. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. We'll see what comes of it. But it's very doable as far as the sizing goes. I'm actually wondering if this would fit in there. Let's see, while we're on camera, might as well. The only other things that I really got when I was at Staples, I got some new pens. Like I said, the other ones that I had, I felt like they weren't really working well for me anymore. Let's see if these work. Oh, that's kind of fun. These fit. Those fit. Not like really well, but a little. Yeah, not like it's made for it, but they could work. I don't know. Kind of weird. So I was initially, I love watching Janelle Plans and Reads. I don't know if that's her YouTube name too, or if that's just her Instagram name. Either way, you can look that up on either one, and I'm sure you'd find her. She's super cute, and she always has the best little planner setups, and she's so just fun and lighthearted. Like, her videos always just make me feel good on the inside. So I love watching them. And she had bought, we kind of like tag team. Sometimes she'll see something on my videos and then I'll go and do it, or she'll go and do it, and then I'll see something on hers and then she'll go and do it. So I thought I was in the minority, thinking that these Papermate pens skipped, and then I watched one of her recent videos and she was saying the same thing, and I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna shell out the money and go get some new pens, because why am I gonna use ones that are just like so skippy all the time? And so I was on the hunt for the ones that she had. I thought they were like the big ones, and they kind of looked like this color, but my Staples didn't have those. I looked high and I looked low, and I saw all these other big pens, but I could not find the colorful ones. So I settled on these, and now that I have you on camera, you know what? I'm going to use this. My daughter's got this from like a free school drive, but they already have all of their school stuff at school. So I'm going to use it. Now that I have you on camera, I can take all these out. So they're not bad. I haven't really noticed any skipping with them yet. I think people do generally like this brand, the Uniball Signo. So I don't know. We'll see. It's still too early to tell, kind of like when I got these Papermate ones. Like, I really liked them, and I was excited at first, but then they just went downhill. So we'll see what actually ends up being with these. But I'll just kind of stick them in here. And then what else? Oh, I got these. I just got them on a whim. I don't know why. I probably wasted $5 between these two pens, which I really shouldn't have done. But I got these, and I did pen test them. And I don't know if it was just because it was inside of the Hobonichi paper, but they are very juicy. And like I said, maybe it's just because it's the Hobonichi paper. If I were to do this right now, it would smear. So I'm going to try and just like dry it off. Yeah, they're very juicy, and they do smear quite a bit. So I'm assuming that because they smear quite a bit, that they probably would smear with a highlighter even worse. So it is what it is on that. But that's just with the Tomorrow River paper. I haven't tried on any other papers yet. So we'll try on one of these sheets. I'm just going to put it on a random day. A random August day. So I got this one. It's the Uniball Zento. They both are the 0.7. I used to never be a 0.7 girly, and I still don't really believe that I am. But all of these, and I really did enjoy using all the colors. And like I said, I do like the pen. I just wish it didn't skip. I like how juicy they are. I like that they can be easily highlighted with. I love the pen, but they just skip, and I don't get it. So I don't know if it was a bad set or what, but I did also fall in love with the 0.7, and I thought maybe that could be me one day. So let's try this Uniball Zento in on this just like crisp white paper. I bet it'll just eat it up. So we'll do Uniball, and then we'll do this one, which is just another Pentel Energel. I love Pentels. This almost looks navy blue when I write with it. I think it is. That definitely looks like black, and that definitely looks like a dark navy blue, which is very weird. Yeah, I don't know. So I gave them quite a few minutes, and it's fine on this paper. So I'll do it one more time in here, just because I did give it so much longer on this paper, just to see. What's up?
Are these the people watching that think 67 degrees is cold?
Yeah, it is cold. He's saying that because on my Instagram I put the other day me and him fighting over how cold it was in the house. And he puts it at like 65 degrees, I swear. So I'm always bumping it up. All right. It doesn't look like it's as juicy anymore. I guess it's not as bad once you really give it time to sit. I'm never the one that gives it so much time to sit. And even if you do give it time, it still isn't highlightable. So, whatever. It is what it is. I got them. I can, if anything, if I don't like them in my Hobonichi, I can keep them for my work pens because, like I said, I don't bring my Hobonichi to work ever. I always bring, if I bring anything, it's going to be this one or that other big green and white, like fern-looking one that I've been using. So, we have those there. I think that's really about it. I think that was really about it. While I'm on here, I can very quickly just update my planner because that's why we're also all here, is to see the pen updates, the planner updates, the shopping updates. This is the pen I always use literally on everything. It's the Pentel Energel again, but this one is, it's like the Euro point or something like that. Needle point, I think it's called the Euro though. 0.35. I thought it would say somewhere on here. Pretty sure when I buy them on Amazon that it says Euro on it, so I don't know. Let's see. This is what I'm doing, okay? This is what I'm doing. I'm not reaching 80 ounces of water. But what I am doing is that on the days that I'm at least trying to reach my goal and I'm drinking at least like 40 to 60 ounces, I'm putting a little slash. Nowhere am I near 80, but you know what? Sometimes you try and you try and you try and it just doesn't happen. So, whatever. What else? I slept all day on Thursday and then I literally slept all day again on Friday. I don't know what's going on. My body is like doing something very weird. So I slept all day again and then we had riding. Oh, but we did have a fun afternoon though. So after the girls got off the bus, we did have some family time. We went, and this would be a good time to see how this writes. In here, I'll put pink. We did Chipotle. Oops. Chipotle date after. This pink is so bright. And then we did Starbucks. My Starbucks was not good, and I know that's such a silly problem. But I was really looking forward to that Starbucks all week. Not all week. Okay, since yesterday, Thursday, when we were talking about it. I was so looking forward to it, and it tasted like they forgot a key component of what makes that, like, pecan crunch milk, oat milk, frou-frou latte thing. What it is, they forgot a key component. And I don't know what it was, but something was missing. And it was only, like, halfway full. And I didn't really notice until we were already, like, gone, so it was my fault. Chipotle day after the girls got out of school, we went to Starbucks, and then we did our Staples run right before we went to horseback riding. So that was fun. These pens are pretty good inside of the Hobonichi, so that's exciting. It's an A+ in my book. Nothing really else notable to write on that day. Today we woke up and we wanted, this is how our crazy day went. So we woke up and earlier this week, my oldest daughter, she wanted to go hiking so bad. We ended up not going and we went to the splash zone. Because it was probably one of the last days of the season. We were going to go to the splash zone anyway. So all in all, it ended up being fine. And we said we'd go hiking this weekend. And we'd take the dog. She wanted to take our puppy, Nesta. But Nesta's actually in heat right now, and it's the first time any of us have ever dealt with it with a female dog, so we're all just like hanging on by our buckets anyways. So we're like, oh, we're not going to take her, we'll just go check out, we've never been on this trail. We're going to go check out the trail, and if we like it, we'll go again when she's better, and we'll take her with us. And luckily we didn't take any dogs, because we went hiking, we had fun, it was a full 2 miles, the kids did the full 2 miles, and then we get in the car. And my daughter notices, like, she's like, all these little spiders are crawling all over me. And then I was like, I looked down and I noticed them on me too. And my first thought was that they were like those little, like, what are they called? Like the the chig bugs, the chiggers that like get stuck under your skin and like cause like kind of around your ankles, and they cause all those little bites. Because I had gotten those when we first went camping, when we moved out here where we live now. And so that was my first thought, was that that's what they were, because they were so tiny. I didn't know ticks could be that tiny, especially in their baby season. And that's what they were. They were ticks. And we had literally hundreds of ticks all over us. Somehow it got all over me and my oldest daughter mostly. And then a little bit on my two other daughters. And my husband had like none. So I don't know what it was, if me and my oldest walked somewhere or went through something that no one else did. I have no idea. So it turned into a whole thing. She was having a full-blown panic attack. Hiking, it was crazy. So hiking with the fam, it was notable to say the least. I'm just going to put bombed with ticks. And then we want to go to the rodeo tonight, but it's supposed to rain. We are like under a flash flood, or not a flash flood, what's it called? Severe thunderstorm warning right now. So I don't know if we're actually going to go or not, but we'll see. Mia is at her friend's house right now, and the other two are watching whatever that kids movie with the red panda is. That's what they're watching. And I think we're just gonna, if we don't end up doing the rodeo, we're just gonna like chill for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna make like some taco-y food, probably like just tacos, like super easy, like tacos. Just ground beef, taco seasoning, cheese, and some rice and canned corn. Just easy tacos today, because that's what I have pulled out, is just some ground beef. And I don't want to do, we just did spaghetti, so I don't want to do spaghetti again. And then what else? I think that's really it. I need to do this note for the girls' school for next week. Next week I want to make sure I have a lot of like little things that I want to do. I'll write it on this sheet. Oops. Note everywhere. And then I have dog hair always all over everything. And I know people who don't have dogs will think that's so gross, but just be like that. Okay. I'm gonna just cut this so I can keep it in my Hobonichi. And then I'll just transfer it to whatever I end up taking to work on Monday. But at work, I need to print all my school papers. So we transferred from one blackboard to another blackboard, which is like the interface that they use on the computer to do their thing. And it didn't like transfer over any of the assignments. So like we've just been kind of like all reading, but not able to do the assignments. And finally the instructor got back to us and he uploaded everything. So I need to print school documents. And my husband ended up getting that job at the girls' school, which is like amazing, best case scenario. So with that being said, though, I'm gonna have a lot more downtime by myself in the day. He starts on Monday. I'm gonna have so much more downtime by myself, and that's okay. I'm just gonna make sure that I take that time, and I might just like go sit at work more often, not actually doing like work things, but just go sit at work and what's it called, like do my homework before I'm like on the clock. So he's not gonna do maybe that day. Okay, what else? Print school documents. Oh, I need to schedule MTS pre-board, and then I don't really have anything else coming up. I had things on my brain. Tomorrow I do need to make sure that I take my nail polish off though. And then I want to reach out to my tattoo artist. She said I got a little cross tattooed here, like 2 weeks ago now. This has only been 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. 2 weeks ago. And I should ask my mom how hers is turning out. She told me, she warned me. She's like, Taylor, I'm going to let you know, like, I'll touch it up as many times as you want. She's like, but it's not going to stay. She's like, finger tattoos have such a hard time staying unless you, like, kind of bleed, like, purposefully bleed them out a little bit because they're hand tattoos. And she's like, and especially because I go to, like, a fine line artist a lot of the time. And so she said, especially doing fine line work in this spot, she's like, it's not going to stay. And I was like, okay, bet. But I hear what you're saying. I'm going to take my chances and I'll come back if I need to. Well, I need to. I can't believe how much it looks like it's not even there at all. I can't believe it, to be quite honest. Again, no fault to her. She warned me. She told me. I didn't believe her. Believe the professionals is what I have to say. Okay, what else? Nail polish off. That doesn't need to go here, really. Print school documents. And then I think that might be it. I already have next week planned out. I replied to this email. We'll just keep this in case there's anything that comes up in my daughter's school folders that I need to put here. So we'll just stick that there. My Hobonichi order has not come yet. It says it's not even going to ship until, like, this week potentially, or this week potentially, so that's exciting. I have a lot of the weeks already kind of, like, planned out. This is what they look like ahead of time. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, then I did put fall ones down, too. Just, like, random ones, because I was trying to get rid of sticker kits. A lot of the time that I plan things out, it's really just because I'm trying to get rid of sticker kits to get rid of stuff. It's just, like, accumulating on my desk. Okay, so we'll just leave that as is. I don't really, again, have anything pressing to do tomorrow other than take my nail polish off. My husband's getting baptized. Yay! Tomorrow, I'm so excited. We have church tomorrow in the morning. Maybe the rodeo tonight, but maybe not. Maybe just a chill evening. I'll make that note for the girls' school. I'll update my trackers for dinner. I've done terrible. I've been expecting my cycle to hit for the last, like, week. I don't know what's going on with my body. I'm not pregnant, though. I can promise that. I'm not pregnant. I don't know what's going on with my body. I swear, I don't know. As I'm getting, I don't know. Things, my body's just changing. And, whatever. So, I have not felt good enough. I've clearly just been sleeping a lot. I ran one day because I told myself, like, stop being a baby, just go do something. So I ran one day. And clearly I just haven't really done much of anything. I've slept a lot, which just tells you, again, that my body is doing something very weird. Not pregnant, but something is going weird in my body. What else? That's it, really. I really like the way this week turned out. I really, really like it. I can't wait till this week hits. That's really it. My husband works. I'll work every day for a little bit. I don't really need to write it in because I kind of know what my schedule is. I'll have a half day this day. I'm just talking out loud to myself now. I'm going to just open up my monthly. Just going to update the days really quick. And then Wednesday we'll do... Oh, I do have to call our insurance company this week. Also, this project isn't due. Or we were supposed to have a project due for school on the 14th, but ended up not being due that day. He changed the due date to Saturday, which is kind of weird because most of our assignments are always due on Sundays. But again, he messed up with the Blackboard Learn not being, like, updated, so worked out in my favor, I guess. Project due, this cute little sticky. What did I say I had to do? Oh, call my insurance agency. ideally, I would like to get it done on Monday, but I just don't want to, like, give myself too much, you know. Cold Tricare. My husband had gotten Botox for his migraines, and it's really helped, but they ended up billing us, like, a pretty large portion, and we went into it, and the only reason he did it was under the assumption that it was, like, all covered by our insurance. And we've talked to other families that have gotten it done, and they said, like, theirs was pretty much covered, who ended up, if they, like, needed it done, that they've had it covered in the past. So I don't know if something was, like, billed the wrong way, or if there's something I need to do on my end as far as, like, reimbursements go. I don't know. I need to figure it out. So I need to do that, and then that's really it. I do want to just write down, we have a dental bill we have to start chugging away on. It's not getting paid right now, that's for sure, but we'll start chugging away. Yeah, I think that's really it. I'm just, like, talking just to talk at this point, and I feel like I should get off because I'm at 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'll chat with you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in one of my next videos. Bye, friends.